I think what you will see is the story of, um, you know, a 5,000-year-old Egyptian princess who made a bargain with essentially with the devil, and it was thwarted, and she's now come to modern day to complete that bargain. And Tom's character Nick finds himself right in the middle of that problem, because he is going to be the conduit by which she will complete her bargain. And the minute we decided to make her a woman, it opened up huge story possibilities, just brand new doors that suddenly felt fresh. And it raised really interesting and timeless questions. And it gave her a backstory that I hadn't seen before. And it's very hard in any movie to come up with villains who have an interesting and unique backstory. But it felt so immediately right. It was just that Lego click of like, that's it. That's what it's got to be. And at first people were like, really? It's never been done. I don't know. And I was like, yes, it's never been done. That's the point. And then people got on board very quickly. And the first person to recognize it immediately was Tom. There was something very fun about watching Tom, the polarity of these two women moving around Tom, that I loved, and I think he loved, and makes his character more interesting, makes the two of them more interesting. It just makes the whole situation more unique, because ultimately Nick is torn between these two women, and these two women represents two different sides of him, you know, and the question is, where will he end up? Prodigium is an organization that has existed for a long time. We only hint in this movie at how long they've been around. And they study monsters. They study the mythologies of monsters, the histories of them, what makes a monster, what different cultures, what kinds of monsters exist in different kinds of cultures, where they come from. It's a science for them. And what I liked about that idea was, if we're going to endeavor to ground the monsters in a reality, then let's do that. Let's ground it in science. The truth is that in order to get an audience to love a character like that, you got to be a movie star. It's really that simple. Because, you know, Tom's character over the course of this movie pretty much makes every wrong choice, and yet he's really likable. And you have to convey that quality in who you are. It's not really something you can act. It's just something that you are. I love that about Tom. As an audience member, I've loved his movies for that for a long time, because he plays the anti-hero, or not even the anti-hero. He plays very flawed characters in a very entertaining and relatable way. They are so respectful of each other. I mean, they're fans of each other's work. So first and foremost, they were just excited to be on set together and get the opportunity to be in a scene with each other, you know, and be in several scenes with each other. And, you know, when you have two actors who are Tom Cruise and Russell Crowe, who are, you know, arguably two of the best actors of all time, often your job is to stand back and let them do what they do. He brings a buoyancy to the character. He brings a weird, quirky charm to the character, a kind of humor to it that is a little unexpected. He was really having fun with the part, and you know, I always tend to feel like if the actor's having fun with the part, the audience will too, because, you know, to get to watch somebody like that do their thing that way is amazing. It was Sophia or nobody, and because in so many ways, to bring a physical credibility and an emotional credibility to the part, you know, you don't get that right and you don't have a movie. You know, you could have Tom Cruise in it, but if the mummy didn't work, you do not have a movie. And so I met with Sophia, and it was very interesting because she was very hesitant at first. She said, well, I don't know if, you know, I just came off a movie where I did like 6 hours of makeup, and I don't know if I want to go through that again. And I said, I understand, but here's the thing, you have to do it. Like, you have to do this movie. I literally can't make this movie without you. And before the meeting, I had done a lot of drawings of her rendered as the mummy. And she thought I was kidding when I was like, no, you don't understand. There's nobody else for me. And I pulled these images of her out, and she went, I saw her face kind of go, whoa, like she didn't expect it. And then she understood that I was very serious about protecting her character, and about how I think original and different it was going to feel with her.